Welcome back to Klepper's Corner, the only show that says what everyone's thinking. Is this still the news, or did I fall into a Mad Libs generator powered by Fox Nation and expired Mountain Dew? It's been a huge week in Trump Merica, the land of bald eagles, vague threats, and bills with names that sound like reality show titles. So buckle in, because this week Trump wasn't just in the news, he was the news. Segment 1. The birthday parade that marched on logic. Trump turned 79 and celebrated the U.S. Army's 250th birthday with a grand military parade. Nothing says happy birthday America like a man who dodged the draft riding a tank that probably costs more than your city's school budget. The parade was met with protests, including a No King's Day of Defiance. A reminder that while Trump wants to be commander-in-chief, half the country sees him as King George with worse hair and better access to golf carts. Segment 2. G7 or GTFO? Trump left the G7 summit early, citing urgent national security matters. Or as Melania calls it, an excuse to avoid talking to Justin Trudeau. Instead of tackling issues like global AI governance or climate change, Trump bolted back to D.C. to personally monitor his latest geopolitical Tinder match, Iran. He did have a quick bilateral with the Canadian PM, which probably went like, "You got maple syrup, I got tariffs, let's dance." Segment 3. Iran, if you're listening, please evacuate. Trump is demanding Iran's unconditional surrender, which is either a bold negotiation tactic or the plot of a rejected Die Hard sequel. He also warned Tehran residents to evacuate via social media, like he's the world's worst weather app. Meanwhile, MAGA world is split. Some want Trump to play cowboy. Others scream America first louder than Alex Jones at a protein powder convention. Lindsey Graham wants us to join Israel in the cockpit. Steve Bannon says war could blow up the MAGA coalition, which is ironic because Bannon's been blowing up the GOP since 2016. Segment 4. The TikTok tangle. Trump extended the TikTok ban deadline again, for the third time, because nothing screams serious national security threat like a 79-year-old man addicted to duet filters and Gen Z praise. Trump says he doesn't want TikTok to go dark, which is ironic, considering he's banned DEI offices, passports for trans people, and most adjectives in press briefings. Segment 5, the big beautiful bill, now with 30% more tip deductions. Republicans are pushing the big beautiful bill, which limits taxes on tips and overtime. Because if there's one thing America needs, it's less tax from underpaid servers and more exploding deficits. The CBO estimates this bill will add $2.8 trillion to the deficit. But hey, you might save $14 on your paycheck before society collapses. Segment 6, crypto reserve, but make it MAGA. Wrapup announced the creation of a U.S. crypto strategic reserve, featuring XRP, Solana, Cardano, and later Bitcoin and Ethereum. We've gone from the gold standard to the Dogecoin doctrine. Somewhere Ron Paul just popped out of a cornfield whispering, "I told you." Segment 7, restoring biological truth, or something. Senator Jim Banks introduced the Restoring Biological Truth to the Workplace Act, which sounds like a rejected QAnon coloring book. It's part of Trump's war on gender ideology, because clearly the biggest threat to America right now is someone peeing peacefully. Judges are already blocking parts of this agenda, but that hasn't stopped Trump from doubling down like he's ordering at Chick-fil-A. Segment 8, no invite from the NAACP. For the first time in 116 years, a sitting president wasn't invited to the NAACP convention. Trump's response? Probably something like, "Never liked those initials anyway." NAACP President Derek Johnson said Trump is trying to eliminate civil rights, which Trump would probably call fake news, unless he decides to rename it the NRAACP. Segment 9, the Gulf of America? In perhaps the pettiest flex of the week, Trump threatened to ban the Associated Press from the Oval Office unless they rename the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America. Why stop there? Let's rename Canada Freedom's Hat and the Pacific Ocean Ivanka's bathwater. Segment 10, Trump eyes term 3, because why not? Trump mused about running for a third term by bypassing the 22nd Amendment. You know, that pesky thing that stops presidents from becoming monarchs. And somewhere in the background, Clarence Thomas is flipping through the Constitution like it's a takeout menu. So to recap, Trump turned 79, planned a war, postponed a ban, promoted a crypto horde, got snubbed by the NAACP, and suggested America rename oceans and ignore the Constitution. Just another week in Trump Merica, where the only thing more inflated than the deficit is the ego in the Oval Office. We'll be back next week to cover whatever policy, parade, or presidential ponderings emerge from the MAGA multiverse. Until then, remember, if you're not confused, you're not paying attention.
Tired of seeing Trump's face only on American flags?
It's great, but I need more.
Well, now you can take Trump's branding to divine heights. Introducing the Trump Blasphemy Bible, now featuring Trump's face.
I feel so holy.
It's like a miracle.
Praise be to me. That's right. Send me your offering, suckers. Oh crap, I mean my people.
For just $69.99, you can own your very own ticket to the highway to hell, the Trump Good Book.
Look, everyone, it's Trump and the flag on the Bible.
Wow, now that's divine. Now I can pray with style.
This is the best gift ever.
Whether you're at church, in a book club, or just showing off at the local cafe, your Trump Blasphemy Bible will be the talk of the town. Order now at www.trumpsholyface.com or call 1-800-BIBLE-FACE and elevate your spiritual game for only $69.99. Shipping and handling not included. Limited time offer. Not responsible for any unintended blasphemy or sacrilegious implications. Terms and conditions apply.
I made a big old promise. Said I'd fix the price of gas. Told you eggs would be cheaper, but now you're crying at the checkout fast. Said I'd be the best, folks, believe me, it's true. Now you're selling your furniture just to buy some stew. Yeah! Ooh, what happened to that? Ooh, I did that. Well, I did that. Groceries high as a cat in a hat. You thought I'd save your cash, but now your bank account is trash. Oh, I did that. You did that. Remember when I told you gas will be so cheap? Now you're crying at the station, filling up ain't neat. A carton of eggs, forget about those. Better start investing in some backyard crows. Get a chicken, we blame the Fed, blame the Dems, blame the media too. Blame Hunter, blame windmills, what else can I do? I take no responsibility, that ain't my style. Now let's all pretend this didn't happen for a while. Call, get a chicken, well, I did that. Economy's flat like a popped air match. You thought I'd bring relief, now you're cutting coupons like a thief. Oh, I did that. Yeah, he did that.
Listen, folks, listen. I never said prices would drop. I just said eventually, maybe by 2053. And hey, windmills, folks, you know they're to blame, right?
Windmills and Nancy Pelosi. That means he ain't got one. Listen, folks, listen. I never said prices would drop. I just said eventually, maybe by 2053. And hey, windmills, folks, you know they're to blame, right? Windmills and Nancy Pelosi. So if you're feeling hopeless, if your wallet is tight, just re-elect me, baby, and I'll make things right. Sure, last time I failed, but let's not dwell, 'cause this time my plan is, that means he ain't got one. Some say it's the markets, some say it's a trend. I say just trust me, 'cause I'm your best friend.